Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Pascal.
And your girl Sandy.
And welcome back to another live. Oh my gosh, we back at it again. We back at it again.
Yo, we are back
with another real beef with S&P. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. I appreciate you guys for being here. It really does mean a lot. Okay, do us a favor, because we're not going to be here for a very long time, but we're here for an informative time. Please be sure to hit that like button down below. Crush and make it scream out your name. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. You know your boy and your girl working hard out here in these streets to keep you educated and entertained up in this piece.
That part.
Okay, and welcome to the show.
What's up, y'all?
That was quick and easy. Quick and easy.
It's Friday, baby.
Thank God it's Friday.
How's your Friday going, sir?
You know, Friday. It's Fridaying.
Yeah,
ing.
That's good. That's a good thing, right?
It's Friday-ing.
Yeah.
So yes, I am very happy to be at the end of this week. It has been a long one. I know it's been a long one for you. It has been absolutely crazy. And for those of y'all who have had a crazy crazy week, definitely comment. Let us know how your week is ending. If you're feeling happy and excited about this Friday, okay, that'd be greatly appreciated. We'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I guess my sister's having some technical issues.
Of course. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Okay. I can hear you good. But yeah, you are just
it's Friday.
It's
Friday. What the heck?
Your computer's on took the weekend early.
For real.
You know what I mean? Started the weekend early.
You said forget it.
It is just hold on.
Let me know if you can see me, baby.
I can't see you. I'm just mimicking the frozen shot. Yeah.
Oh my word. Okay, let me see if I can try to hop back in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you can start off the thing.
I'm gonna get it going. Yes.
Get it crack-a-lacking.
Go ahead. I'll see you in a minute.
Okay,
guys. So here's the thing that's going on. All right, for those of y'all who are still kind of new to or late to the party, I'm gonna give you guys a quick breakdown of what's going on. Keke Palmer has filed a restraining order against her baby daddy, okay, or her, I guess, ex-boyfriend, Darius Jackson. Now, the thing is, there's a lot that's going on here. And what's interesting is also the how things have unfolded over time to lead us to where we are right now. This is pretty crazy stuff, guys. Let's be completely real. And really heartbreaking information, because I don't think any of us expected this to transpire the way that it did transpire. Okay. So we got a little bit of an article I'm going to share with you guys here so we can take a look at this. Okay. But it says here, Keke Palmer's bombshell security footage, because apparently he's caught on camera putting his paws on Keke. Now, we are not going to show you guys the footage here because it is just too triggering. It's on the thumbnail, of course, but also at the same time, we want to be respectful. Even just looking at the footage, it just triggers. I'm just going to say it. It's really, really bad. Okay. But I say this all the time. Keep your doggone hands to yourself. Okay. I keep saying that over and over and over and over again. Fellas, ladies, keep your doggone hands to yourself. And it's really interesting, too, because you just never know what somebody's really going through until you find out, right? You never know until you know. And that's one thing that's really frustrating about this situation as well. But there is footage that has been leaked out here showing that footage of him putting his paws on her. Okay, so recently there is an update on this. The judge, the court did grant her the custody and the restraining order against Darius Jackson, just so that you guys know. But let's look at this article. There is photos from the actual security cam in here. I'm gonna be scrolling through it pretty quickly, trying to avoid the footage because it's not so great. Okay, but let's get into this article. And according to Radar Online, they say Keke Palmer claims her ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson was physically A during their relationship. We got to use these code words, guys. And she has submitted photographic evidence as part of her plea for protection. Really crazy. So Radar Online has obtained the stills of Keke Palmer's security footage that she attached to her restraining order petition. You can see them. You see them, okay? And I'm sure they're all over X right now, or formerly known as Twitter, and they're all over the place, okay? Right now, the footage is going crazy. But Palmer told the court, "I'm very concerned for Leo, their child, Leo's safety with Darius, given his violent, volatile, and jealous nature. Comments he has made which have caused me grave concern, and the lack of restraint Darius has already exhibited regarding his temper in front of our son." The entertainer claimed Jackson had been A during this relationship, which lasted from June of 2021 to October of 2023. So just recently. And I want to say this too. I think we all remember, right, Sandy? We all remember the Usher moment. She went to Vegas to celebrate with her friends, having a good time. Showed off a little, showed them cakes, right? Showed off the cheeks. He said, why you doing that? You a mom, right?
Right.
And of course, that totally split the world, right? There was people who were like standing on Darius's side, saying, "Yeah, you this girl should know better." Blah blah blah. Then there was the other side, basically saying, "Hey, that's her body. Let her do her thing." Now we did talk about that and discuss that at great lengths. I mean, she even went to great lengths herself to make a video, like a music video with Usher about the whole situation. Okay. They capitalized on it and made a song about it and a video about it. And they had a great time, right? Poking fun at the whole situation. We all thought that it was going to be a wrap between Keke and Darius. Then out of nowhere, during one of her birthdays, she was celebrating her birthday and they're all cuddled up again. And of course, all of us are going, wait a second, what's going on here? We're very surprised and shocked. But that is the world of the I got to use the word, the abusive cycle that keeps ongoing, right? Right? The person thinks that they can get away, but then that A monster feels like finds a way to finesse back into their good graces, and then next thing you know, they're back together again. You're like, wait a second, didn't he do this? Didn't he do that? Wasn't he a jerk? Didn't he do all these multiple things, and now you're back with the dude again? What? But those things do actually exist, y'all. Yeah. That cycle does exist, and apparently that's what's happening with Keke Palmer. But let's continue with this article here. It says, she says, the A during our relationship was not just physical, but emotional and manipulative. Darius would love bomb me and make me feel like I was the most important woman in the world, only to get extremely distant and cold over a perceived insult to him. She wrote in an emotional declaration. She claimed Jackson showed up at her home unannounced on November 5th, 2023. She said before 11 a.m., he burst into her bedroom and demanded to see their son. Palmer said he wanted to take their 8-month-old to a football game. Okay. Of course, all this stuff goes down. Okay. She opposed him taking their son. She claimed Jackson started screaming at her before he, quote unquote, lunged at me, grabbing at her. I got to use these code words, guys. Sorry. Okay. Knocked me backwards over the couch, stole my phone out of my hands, and ran out of the house. What the hell? She said the police were called and spoke to. She said the police were called and spoke to all parties. Palmer said the police told her to file a restraining order. Her petition. In her petition, Palmer described another incident that went down in February of 2022. I mean, dude put his paws on her. Period.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Right. But I mean, there's images that don't look good, y'all.
And it's crazy because it's not. I mean, we're going to talk about that. Hold on.
Yep.
So the actress said I can't even say these things. I'm just going to highlight it.
You guys can read it there.
I'm just going to, did this on the stairs in her home after becoming very jealous. Okay. Code words, city guys. Okay. Jealous and irrationally angry over a bikini picture. She said Jackson became enraged over a bikini photo of her. She said she showed him a photo of her workout results after while at a friend's party. Mm-hmm. Okay. He didn't like that, apparently. She said she only showed him the photo, but he still became upset. On the drive home, I was worried that he would get into an accident because of how angry he was. Darius spent the rest of the night yelling at me, not letting me sleep, so he could keep yelling at me, she said. In the bedroom, he did this to her, to the floor. He did this as well. Okay. He put his paws on her. Okay. Oof. The next morning, he was standing at the bottom of the stairs near the front door, screaming at me as I was coming down the stairs. When I was almost at the bottom of the stairs, he grabbed her. Okay. And did this to her on the stairs. Oh I can't even say these things, guys. This is frustrating. It's really tough. Okay. I'm doing some crazy code word ninja shit right now.
Job,
but anyway,
you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Palmer included screenshots of the security cam footage from both incidents. A judge has they have signed off to her petition. They have. So update for right now. Restraining order has been granted, just so that you guys know. Mm-hmm. Yes. Temporary. Mm-hmm. TRO. Okay. Mm-hmm. Jackson is yet to respond. As we previously reported, Palmer filed for full custody of their son earlier today. So this is what we have right now with this. Okay. Period. This is extremely bad. Very, very bad. Heartbreaking as well. And also it's a quick reminder. There's more to this, guys. We're going to break it down here in a second, but it's really sad to think that, you just don't know what somebody's going through until you find out what they're going through. I just said earlier, you might have, that might've been when you were frozen, but stuck. Okay. In the Matrix. But what's really sad also is that there could have been many times where she has spoken out or had cries for help and never got them. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, clearly, the restraining order from what happened on the 5th of November, clearly this is not a one-time thing. Clearly, this was not a moment of him losing himself and unleashing violence on this young woman. This was not just his second rodeo. I'm sure he's done this multiple times before, but now she just said enough is enough. I can't do this anymore, and has finally filed a restraining order. Real quick, Sandy, what are your thoughts on all this? Because again, I'm just shocked. I know that some people, even Nicole B, was sitting there saying, "Wow, this is insane. I wish celebrities would stop becoming baby mamas and get married properly and properly vet these men." Yes, I agree. I agree with that. Okay.
Yeah. Even though we have no issues with babies out of wedlock or any of that type of thing, you know what I mean? Like, we don't judge, things happen. Right.
I was going to say this, but I feel like this is beyond just celebrity stuff. This is just people in general.
This happens all the time.
No. What I mean is, with what she just said, she said, I wish celebrities would stop becoming baby mamas.
Oh, yeah.
I just wish people would stop becoming baby mamas and vet their spouse, right? Yeah. Properly find the right person instead of just a moment of passion, a moment of whatever, and saying, yeah, I want to go half on a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Thing, though, devil's advocate, there are so many. Here's the thing. You know how when you're dating, right? Mm-hmm. and everything is peachy keen, honky dory. You guys are, in the honeymoon phase, and even people who are just newly married, right? They go through that honeymoon stage. Sometimes the real doesn't come out until they're in that committed relationship, until it shows up much later. You know what I mean? So, as much as we, as in general population, the general population can vet men or women, okay, because there are,
Right.
women who do the same thing to their spouses or partners or whatever the case may be, right? Um, but at the same token, there's those instances where you don't know where the heck that came from, right? Or they never showed their true colors until they got to a place where they were completely comfortable to do so.
That's
And a
true.
lot of times it happens after you've hit past that honeymoon stage where everything is great and it's wonderful. And it's that one thing that might have triggered that person. And now their true colors come out. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate in this particular situation. It's unfortunate, period, as a whole, right? And then there's a child in the
Scary
midst of
stuff.
all of this. That's the biggest and most important thing, is that there is an 8-month-old baby that's in the midst of all of this stuff, right? What's damning about it is the fact that she's got actual screenshots. So it doesn't matter what the fuck happened, that these people that look, that the reactions, okay, from people in his camp, his family, or whatever, because his brother responded, right? And I'm
Yeah,
sure we'll show that here in a
we're going to
second.
be
But
looking at that in a second. Yeah.
even with him having responded and all that, at the end of the day, dog, how do you explain the screenshots? You know what I mean? Typically, when
Yeah.
we hear these instances with celebrities, right, we hear the allegation without really typically the proof. And when I say the proof, I mean photos, video evidence, etc. It's usually just an allegation against somebody, and that person is trying to defend themselves. And the proof is in the pudding. We're going to find out in court and yada, yada. It's he said, she said, or
Right.
whatever the case may be. In this case, though, there are damning photos, okay, of screenshots of video recordings, which I'm sure she's provided the actual video recordings to the court system, right? Hence why she probably got the temporary restraining order along with custody of her child.
Custody.
So
Yep.
the unfortunate thing is, this is something that's a common occurrence and it happens all the time. And what's so interesting to me is my reaction to his
So
reaction to
jacked
her
up.
dress and the situation with Usher, to me, was odd. And I always felt like it was really just narcissistic and all of the things. There was something that just triggered me about his response that I felt, it was very off-putting, right? And it was a trigger for me. And not that I've been in that particular scenario. Thankfully, I have not been, right? In a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there was something that triggered me about his response to that scenario and the way that he framed it that made me just kind of think a little bit about him, a little harder about him. Like there's just something that just doesn't feel right about him. Okay. And to everything kind of going quiet, her appearing on social media real quick, having a quick lunch. I think it was on her birthday or something like that with him, to now here where they went quiet. I mean, they went ghost for a second right after they showed up on, I want to say it was her birthday. They were having lunch and everyone was cool and it was a quick Keke. We never heard Keke, pun intended, right? After that, nothing. We never heard anything until now, guys. And
Yeah.
celebrities are humans as we are, right? They go through a lot of these things. And unfortunately, this is an alleged situation, but the pictures are damning, you guys. So
Pictures
I
are very
pray for
damning.
that baby. I pray for them.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm definitely praying for the baby for sure, because that's the most important part. I mean,
yeah.
this child hasn't even done anything yet. This child
Has to
hadn't
be
done
here,
nothing.
child.
He's an innocent. Okay.
Mhm.
But what's also wild is that what happened to her happened to these two incidents that she talks about. One happened this year, or just like last 5 days ago.
Yeah, just a few
And
days
the
ago.
other one happened a year ago. So
Mhm.
this is literally an ongoing thing. And I'm sure there are other stories and other incidents before that as well. But she's still stuck around with this dude. Now, the one thing that's really frustrating, and I'm not sitting here saying that that's her fault or anything like that. I'm not
Mhm.
trying to attack
No, not at all.
in that kind of way at all. This is very, very frustrating and it's very sad. But it doesn't make sense, because all of us were sitting there going, wait a second. I'm so confused, because yeah, he went on social media, he said what he said, right? You mom, that kind of thing. That's
Right.
really messed up and extremely controlling as well. And
Mhm.
of course, now when you start piecing everything together, you do the reverse math. You go,
Mhm.
so he showed himself. That's really who
That
he
that's
is,
that's that was the trigger for me.
right?
His reaction was like, "Ooh, I don't
Not
know if I
not
like that
no
reaction. That
bueno.
didn't really sit right." Yeah, and then
It
this comes
doesn't.
out.
Yeah, and then yeah, that does not sit right for me either. You know, and I remember talking about it. It's like, let her do her thing, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, I get it that how some fellas are going to feel some type of way about that and all
Right.
that. But at the same time, shoot, it, she Keke Palmer. But moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is what's wild to me is she went back to the dude. Okay. And I get it that we are in this because this is an A, if you could code word A, like cycle that that a lot of people find themselves falling into,
Yeah.
where, oh, I'm done. There's a big blowout.
Right.
He or she puts their paws on them. Then they're like, deuces, I'm out. I'm not doing that ish ever again. Then they love bomb, as she said. He was love bombing her and you know, got back in her good graces. Also, let's be real, he's got an in because he did make a baby with her. So that always will be a soft spot in her heart, I'm sure. So he was able to manipulate that situation, get back into her good graces, and then all of a sudden, all this stuff goes down again. And also because she was showing off her body again. Notice she said, I was showing a photo of my results of working out. He started tripping. Next thing you know, fight ensued, right? Before, when she went to Usher, showed off her posterior, okay? He had issues about that too. And I'm wondering what kind of dialogue, what kind of dynamics, and what went down behind closed doors when she went back home.
Yeah.
Which would make, I could see why she was like, F it, I'm going to lean hard on this. Hey, Usher, you want to do this song? Let's do this. This is going to be funny. Blah, blah, blah. F you for doing this to me. Kind of thing. You put your paws on me, I'm going to retaliate. Right?
Yeah.
She even
explains a lot. That retaliation explains a lot. And, you know, it does. It's unfortunate because now, and I know you're about to go into this, now her mom has responded, and she's, you know, I think she's her manager. So she's one of those people who really don't speak at all. People don't really hear from her a lot. Yeah. But she's responded. His brother has responded.
So in the timeline is brother said something, then mom spoke out. So let's show you guys real quick the response from the brother. Okay. Yeah. Let's just read this one. Serranus, by the way, that's his name.
He was Dro, by the way. He played Dro on Insecure. If you guys watched Insecure, just
that's yeah.
Thank
you so much. Thank you. So he said the most disgusting, vile, manipulative person I have ever encountered in my entire life. A's almost everyone. Y'all will see. Just send positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of something like this does not deserve it at all. Wow, so damn sad. Okay.
He said nobody's name,
he
though.
Didn't say anybody's name, but how fitting he says this right around the time that all this information drops. Now, first off, let me just say this. Did we ask for you to join the group chat? I'm just saying, why are you coming in and putting in your 2 cents? Also, the other thing too is, shut the fuck up.
Well, here's my thing. The minute and granted, he's going to have his brother's back, right? But here's the thing. The minute you speak up for somebody, okay?
Not with A.
Now they trying to drag his bones out as well. So anyone he's dealt with previous to this,
it's a wrap.
Is going to have something to say. So sometimes you just got to shut your ass up.
No, you need
to. If you know what you know, keep your mouth shut. I know you got your brother's back and all of that type of stuff, but look, now you put yourself in the line of fire. Okay. I think I sent you the post too of his BM who put up a little cryptic post. Did you get that? She put up a cryptic post, and it was literally just an emoji, you guys. It was literally an emoji of Michael Jackson eating popcorn. If you're familiar with that emoji, she literally just put that up there, and that was all she wrote. That is it. She didn't put any context, no text, no nothing. But that was Sharonus's baby mama who put that cryptic post up. Okay, and now also Keke's mom has responded. Okay, which is here's a sidebar to kind of make note of before you play this. Okay, because we're gonna have to go here in a second, and we want to wait to see if there's any more information that comes out. Right, but one thing, after you hear this, keep in mind that she Keke's mom, as well as Keke and Darius, all had a podcast together.
Whoa.
All in the midst of Keke's mom allegedly knowing that A was going on.
That he was
in
putting his
Keke's
paws on her?
home. Yes. So when you hear this, keep in mind that she also had a podcast with him, and that might change the way
You hear
you
this?
kind of view how she responded. So
Let's
go ahead and
play
play
this.
that. Yep.
What? I
Yep.
didn't know that they had a podcast
Yep.
together. That's
Yep.
new information. Let's go.
Very interesting information.
Look, I've never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is I can't help myself. For Sharonis Jackson to post on his Twitter the ridiculous stuff that he's posting when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter. And he said, well, I used to be like that too. What?
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Can I roll that back a second? Can I just roll that back a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
So she been known.
That part.
Wait. So she been wait.
Which
what?
might explain the cryptic
Wait.
post from Sharonis's baby mama, because she now has referred to Sharonis as having said he did it too prior to. Right?
But what? But you
But
didn't.
you went
but
to
that's your-
him a
but that's
year
your
ago.
but that's your daughter though. But that's your daughter though.
What I'm trying to
And
figure out
I
is why
get
you
it.
went to his brother and not to the police, or you went to. I mean, can you just get her out the house?
Wait.
Why are you
what?
going to his brother to address it?
But what? But what?
That's
No,
what I'm
no,
trying to
wait,
figure out.
what?
And then y'all had a podcast together, so you
But
knew all
what?
that was going on, possibly, allegedly, and y'all continued to have that podcast.
But
So
what?
I'm wondering, like, what are the things that you do? And I'm not sitting here saying that is her sole respect. At the end of the day, you know,
Okay, hold
that's
on.
her
hold
mama.
on.
So if I'm a mama to somebody who's having A happen at their crib, like, I'm not going
Yeah.
to the brother or the sibling of whoever it is that's doing the A. I'm gonna take it to the popo.
Facts.
You out my kid's
facts.
house.
Let me just roll that back, and then I'm gonna let her
Go
play
ahead.
because
Yeah, the
I know
whole
we're
thing.
running out of time.
Stuff that he's
Yeah, 'cause we're
posting
about
when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter. And he said, well, I used to be like that too. What? So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy when we know he's the biggest fuck boy in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women, just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be abusive. So he don't get to act like he's this special guy. No, you're a fuck boy and you're a part of the problem.
Okay. Real quick. Okay. I am shooketh because it doesn't make any sense. This is your child. This is your baby. This is your kid. This is Keke Palmer. Also, I'm sure I'm sure Keke Palmer's helping line your pockets too. So not only is she your child, but she also is your client as well. So why would you keep her in danger? In the area of danger with this man. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that, Keke is her own woman. She can make her own decisions. She's an adult, all that stuff. But at the same time, when you know for a fact that your child is in danger, you know for a fact she is with a monster behind closed doors, why aren't you doing everything you can and then some to protect your child? Why are you going over and talking to Sarunas, whatever the hell his freaking name is?
What's he going to do?
That is not the person to be talking to.
What's he going to do?
What I'm saying? So what the fuck?
What's he going to do?
What
I mean, really, if anything, and we don't know if any more has happened. It was a very quick statement. That was literally all she said. For all we know, she could have gone other places. But I know for me, if I was in her position, the first thing I would have said was not only did I go to the popo or to higher authorities or whatever the case may be, but then I also went to other members of his family, whether it's the brother or whatever, because what the fuck is he going to do? What's his brother going to do? At the end of the day, do whatever you can to get your child out of there. Now, here's the thing. As you said, Keke is a grown ass woman. So, she could have been trying to get her out of there. And Keke just said no. Maybe she wanted to keep her family together. Maybe she wasn't responding to that. And maybe the mom was at her last wit's end and went to the brother, right?
Still
either way,
still 5-0. I'm still calling 5-0.
I'm still calling Popo. And they had a podcast not that long ago, and they were all doing it together. So it's just crazy to know that she's known all this time She's had a podcast. And again,
Jesus.
not the mom's fault, not
No.
Keke's fault either. Okay.
No.
But again, so many questions. So this should all be very interesting to see what happens from here. But thankfully, she's been given a temporary restraining order. She's gotten custody of her son. And
Yes.
hopefully that will serve as some form of protection for her and especially her son. Okay. And all we can do is y'all just sit back, wait, and see what happens. So stay
Yes.
tuned, because we will be coming back with more about this, because y'all, I am glued to this.
This is
story.
insane.
This is going to be very interesting.
This is going to be continuing to develop, I'm sure.
Yes.
But I do want to say this too, and I'm not sitting here saying that I'm, it's the mom's fault. She should have done this, this, and this. This is a very slippery slope that she's in. It's in a very strange and odd situation. You can only do so much. If Keke was like, I want to stay, like you said, work it out, because this is the father of my child. I want to do the right thing, maybe work things out. Maybe he will not, he said he changed, that kind of thing. We hear this story many, many times. Right. But at the end of the day, though, the first and last resort, in my personal opinion, if this was my own child, will always be police. And police first and dead last. Police
authorities, period. Whatever,
care.
whoever I can tell.
I ain't calling no friends. I ain't calling nobody who's blood related to the guy, or he gonna meet my fists. That's it.
That's it.
It's cops. If cops ain't gonna do something, I'm rolling up my sleeves and I'm getting dirty. I'm being real. Okay.
Look, I'm gonna do whatever's possible, but the brother ain't gonna look. The brother wasn't gonna do nothing. Okay, he's just gonna have his back. But we shall see how this all goes, y'all.
We will. Also,
comment down below. Let us know what y'all think.
Yes, definitely let us know. And I also want to make sure that you guys know that that there is a hotline out here for those of y'all who are survivors, or for those of y'all who are surviving right now. You are not alone. This type of stuff happens every day. Real talk. You are not alone. Please call this hotline, 1-800-799-7233. Again, it's 1-800-799-7233. Okay, guys, that is the show. We appreciate all y'all for being here. Man,
thumbs up this video while y'all are here, y'all. Hit that bell down below so you can find out when we come back up in here.
Yes, please be sure to hit that like button down below. Please and thank you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all y'all for being here. Sorry it was a short one, but hey, we wanted to get this one in and have a conversation with y'all about this, because this is absolutely nuckin' futz, but it will continue to grow as time goes on. So be on the lookout for The Real Beef with S&P, giving you guys the updates that you need. We'll let you guys know everything as it transpires. Much love to you guys. We'll be talking to you guys soon. Much love.
Y'all.
Peace.
Bye.